Hey, if you'd like to be able to neutralize insults and maybe even be able to see that they can actually help you, keep watching. I'm Dr. Lana Denny, Bulletproof Babes, self-defense based on behavioral sciences. We've all dealt with insults at some time in our lives, and sometimes they can really hurt our feelings. But I'm here to tell you that is an illusion. And I'm going to show you how to break down insults so they never hurt you again and how to even benefit from certain types. After I explain this format, you'll never forget it. It will be ingrained in your head. So let's break this down. Somebody throws an insult at you. The first thing I want you to think, is it true? Not is it the right thing to say, because that's a different category, that's a different thing. But is it true? And we're going to break up the true ones into two categories. The first one, it's true. Is it useful? Then that's something I need to take a hard look at. Look, if somebody said to you, you act like a complete jerk when you're drunk, and you stop and you think, man, when was the last time I had a few too many? Oh yeah, I got into an argument with my friend. The bouncer asked me to leave the bar. I yelled at the Uber driver. Then that's something that you can benefit from. That's useful because that's work that you need to do. Now, let's take the other category. It's true, but it's not useful. But it's something not changeable or maybe even bad in your worldview, like racial slurs, homophobic slurs, body shaming insults. They may all fit into that category. For example, I look gay, and I've been called homophobic slurs in my lifetime more than most people, just because of the era when I came out. It hardly ever happens now. I think people are a little more sophisticated, and I'm usually in big cities. But in my youth, it was something I dealt with frequently. And at that time in my life, it made me really angry. And now it's like water off a duck's back. Why would I give that person so much control over my emotions? I am gay. So when somebody calls me the D word, it just bounces right off. It's like, yeah, so let's say you're carrying a little extra weight, but you're healthy. You've always had that body size growing up, and someone calls you fat. Why feel bad about it? They may feel that everybody should weigh 120 pounds, but with their comment, they're trying to get you to buy into their worldview, their opinion. They win if you get mad. You've just handed over control of your emotions. Why would their opinion suddenly outrank your own? Okay, so those are the insults that are true. Let's take the untrue category, because those insults are the easiest to deal with, because they're not a reflection of reality at all. If someone told you that you were the worst mother they'd ever met, but you don't even have kids, would you be mad? No, you'd think of it as an absurd comment and laugh it off. Getting mad at something like that makes no sense whatsoever. Back in my youth, I had this cop car, this old Chicago cop car that the insignia had been painted over, but it still had all the other cop stuff on it. So it did look like a cop car. And yes, I had it not to be a cop, but because it was cheap and it was a super big, fast car. It's a Crown Victoria with the police interceptor package. I loved that car. But every once in a while, people standing on the street corners would hurl an insult like, oh, going to get some donuts? Here, piggy, piggy, or something like that. Did I ever get mad at that? Of course not. I laughed it off because I'm not a police officer. And getting mad at something like that is absurd. I mean, just think about it. Do happy, successful people yell out insults to people? No, never. The goal of an insult isn't to tell you who you are. The goal is to get you to react. The moment you stop reacting, the insult loses its power. It loses its job. For an insult to hurt you, it has to find a hook. And it's well known that people who throw insults, usually it involves something about themselves that they don't like. Now, if this insult is from somebody known to you, please take this next step, and that is, why did they feel the need to insult you? Now, you probably won't be able to do this in the moment. You're probably going to have to give yourself a little time, a little distance from that. But the reason people will throw an insult is like to gain status, right? The pecking order, to get attention, to provoke an emotional reaction from you, to establish dominance, or to hurt you during a conflict. And knowing that will help you go after the core issue so you can control it and it doesn't happen again. But that's a different video. Hey, I hope that helps, and I'll see you soon. Oh, if you like this material, can you please like and subscribe? I'm not selling anything, and if you're so inclined, please sign up for our free newsletter. We never sell your email. You get one newsletter a week. It has 2 videos and a confidence building tip. That's it. I'll see you soon.